Yo, what's up, guys? Um, Normally I wouldn't do this type of thing because it's not really what I enjoy personally or how I like playing the game. But I've been asked a few times about it, and I'm sure you can guess just based on the character's name what I'm going to be doing and the map selected. But I will be playing Goblin Caves. This is probably not going to be like a long series or anything of like a zero to hero or like other people have done. This is going to pretty much be how I think you should start a fresh character as a fighter. So I'll probably do one run, maybe two. I don't know if it'll be separate videos. It might be. But as you can see, I have a fresh character here, completely, unleveled or anything. As you see here, 0 XP. Haven't even changed my perks yet. And yes, I'll try to just help you guys start off as a fighter. And the reason I'm doing Goblin Caves here is because, assuming not everybody's playing with people, I think this is the best way to do it. You just start Goblin Caves, get a little XP, get some gold, do that type of thing. And obviously, it's not going to be the exact same as if I were starting on a fresh white, because obviously, we're over a week into it. People are going to have some gear and stuff. So the first thing you're going to do is Defense Master isn't really going to help us that much early, so we want to swap off. There are a couple things we could go for here. Counterattack's one. You could go Slayer and hope you find a second weapon and just take Defense Mastery off. Honestly, none of these perks are that crazy at level 1. They're all pretty much mid. One of the best ones you can probably go for is like Barricade, Shield Mastery, or Counterattack. Combo attack's good too for the extra damage and mob clearing, which is something fighter drastically lacks early. But I think I'm probably just gonna take combo attack here, just for the extra little bit of clear. And then for your skills, sprint second one is obviously fine. And we have no gold, so we have no access to buying anything from any of these merchants. So we just have our one bandage, and we are going to go in like that. And let's see what happens. Hopefully it goes well. Might not. Alright, oh. We're already getting one going. Seems we got a bunch of other undergeared people in here, which is good for us. Except one rogue, but this guy looks like he's coming to mine, so it shouldn't be an issue. And yeah, I kind of just want to show you guys how to get started, because I do believe getting started as a fighter can be kind of difficult sometimes. Your starting gear is really bad, you don't have any good perks or anything. This is a pretty good spawn. Right through here, there's the giant centipede you can fight if you feel confident in it and your damage is high enough. I'll try it. The dot actually might kill me. I'm not 100% sure. I've never tried it on like a default fighter. I've done it before, but never on a fighter. And obviously, this isn't going to be exactly how your games are going to go, because, like, not saying you're bad or anything, but I'm very experienced on this type of thing. And I mean, hell, maybe I'm about to walk over there and die to it. I'm going to find out. Actually, I'm going to take my shield off here for a little bit more movement speed for this thing. You can actually do a little crouch jump right through here. It takes you to it very fast. And then there's a good chance we're going to have to use our second wind here to kill this thing. Here, you kind of want to pull it out a little bit, so if you can circle around it. I wonder if I can do the back and forth between the killers. Centipede's actually not that hard to kill. It's mostly just will kill you to the dot. And the best part is, if you can kill it without having to waste any of your tools, you can get this life shrine right here. And basically all the damage you took is nullified, and you didn't have to waste anything. So if you just continue to circle around it, generally it won't hit you. The spit will, usually. And as you see, I have got lucky and dodged it a few times. And if I hadn't, I would have just used my second wind, which I still may have to do. Yep, there we killed it, and now we can use the Shrine of Life. And we basically use absolutely nothing to kill one of the hardest enemies in this dungeon. And we get pretty much nothing for it, but sometimes you can get jewelry out of it, or other pretty nice tools, like a surge kit, higher tier health potions, prop potions, that type of thing. And then, warden outfit, quarterstaff, nothing spectacular, so you can't use it. Always try to make sure you're breaking pots and stuff, because these can give you valuables. Like, as you see, I mean, crack goblets, not the best, but it's something. And I've already cleared this little area out of those goblins before, so we can come here and loot the chest. When you're starting off as a fighter, especially, your main objective should literally just be to... You shouldn't be looking to fight, because your PvP capabilities early are incredibly weak. Your gear isn't very good. And this right here is the best part, is fighter, like, they have access to really solid gear early once you actually start finding it. So you can pretty much put anything on. This is another thing you can do, is instead of going like combo attack like I did, you can put on weapon mastery. So if you find any like good green weapons early, you can use them, regardless of like what class they're for. It also gives access to bows early, which is really good for clearing PvE. This is why it's actually not that bad right now. Normally, I would say never use this weapon, because this weapon sucks, but I mean, helps you break barrels faster than a arming sword. Ale, we are not trying to get drunk because it makes it very hard to play the game, even though it does give us stat buffs. And then, anything here? Oh, nothing here. Oh man, we'll grab that, break this barrel, and then grab that chest right over there. Shadow mask, not for us. But yeah, like I was saying, you really, really want to try to avoid PvP at least your first runs. Until you get access to having Slayer on, that's usually when you want to start fighting. Whenever you can put, like, you know... we're not going to go that way. We don't want to take zone damage, so we can just double back and go this way. I normally don't take this pathing, so I'm not 100% sure on it. I've only played the Goblin Caves a few times. Like, I only know about, like, the Centipede stuff, specifically because when I played it, I was looking to kill the Centipede for its jewelry drops and stuff. Oh, sounds like we have someone right through this door. Let's go see what they're up to. Well, I said we had someone. Like we had someone. Maybe I heard a goblin. Huh. So, this is actually a pretty difficult room, especially when you're starting, because there, you see, there are a lot of death beetles. There's one over here. There's one over here. There's a ton of skeletons in this room. There is a golden chest, but we don't have access to it anyways because they're always locked and we have no lockpicks. So generally, if you can avoid it, it is better to just avoid it. Because we have a wizard here. We don't know what he's going to do. But I don't think we're going to be able to avoid this room. Especially not... We have a wizard fireballing us. Just try not to take too much damage here. We can pull these death beetles, and honestly, you can kind of just make a straight sprint for it across the room if need be. Kind of sucks that there's one here. But we should be fine if we run over here to open this door. And then close it right behind us. You can grab this protection shrine here, which is actually pretty big. Like, as you can see, we have really bad resistances, but we get this protection shrine, and look at that. 45-26. That's actually a really big amount. We can use our one bandage here, even though it's only 8 HP, if it can help us. And then we can close this door, and the correct play would just be sit here and rest. We don't really have anything to do around here. It looks like most of this area is cleared out, so all the loot will be gone. And obviously, like, we're not getting out with a whole ton of stuff here. I mean, you know, this and this, but starting off is all about taking any win you can, even if they look very, very small. Alright, and we're already back up to full HP, and so we can continue on. Fuck the spider pot, fuck the spider, fuck this spider, and fuck this spider. Okay, now the spiders are gone. Take our next chalice. Actually, looks like this area isn't entirely cleared. We are using the superior reach on our Zweihander here to kill this thing before it ever spits on us. So, you know, even shit weapons can be nice. A padded tunic, which is actually slightly worse than our adventurer tunic in terms of physical resistance. But we'll put it on anyways because it looks nicer. And it has a little bit of magic resistance. Like I said, continue just to break every single pot you possibly can. And you see, if you see on the map here, like directly above my cursor on the bottom, you see there's a staircase there. And the staircase actually is a guaranteed escape you can take. However, I can't get to it from where I am. It's on a different floor. So it is a little bit hard to do. However, these death beetles, now that we have a kite shield and we have all the time in the world, these are actually killable. Okay, unless it shoots me in the head. Unless it shoots me in the head again. Apparently, if you crouch, it won't hit you, so... And see, this right here is a position where our second wind's going to come into play, and we are literally just going to use it like a 50% heal. As you can see, there are a lot of things pissed off at us in this room, or just a lot of things in general. So the best play here, even though it is a little bit boring, is to literally just sit and wait, because a portal will spawn somewhere close to us. Or it'll spawn on the floor above us and get us completely killed. You can't really ever really know until you know. A lot of mobs like these you can literally deal with by just kiting them backwards and hitting them. Just get one hit in, one hit in. We don't need these. These are not useless or useful to us. We have our plate boots, which are definitely better. As you can tell, there's somebody still in here fighting goblins, probably in the floor above us or below us. There's no telling. And whenever you have free time like this, it's best that you can always kind of just walk around and check, see if you missed anything. Like portals could have spawned. As you can hear, that one fucks us. It spawns up here, I'm pretty sure. Up on the elevation. But like I said, it should be fine. It's very likely we'll get one more spawn somewhere right around this area, wherever the circle ends at. Hopefully it just doesn't end over here. Now I'm going to do something a little bit risky that you probably normally wouldn't do. Is I'm going to attempt to clear this room. Just in case where the circle goes, it could fuck us if we don't... Yeah, exactly, like that. Oh, careful, the death beetle's trying to get us. And the skeleton mage, you could try to make him try to kind of like fireball himself against the wall like this. This one's kind of an awkward spot. Because he's not really wanting to do it. He actually might be damaging himself. I'm not entirely sure. We're just going to sit here We're just going to sit here and try to see if he can kill himself with the fireballs. Oh, he protected himself, so he probably is actually damaging himself. We're gonna run out and hit him. And run back. Where is he, Okay, well... It seems like we may be screwed on this one. Because unfortunately, none of the portals want to spawn on us. So now we have to hopefully get lucky. Are we going to? No. Pretty sure we're almost guaranteed dead unless there's a portal through here. Was it behind us? There's skeletons that hit us when we're looking. And it seems like we may be dead. We are 100% dead. And as you can see, sometimes it just doesn't work out for you in the Goblin Caves. I think it was 3 portals that spawned on a floor different from us, even though we were in the zone. And you know, sometimes that's just how it happens. But on the bright side, you almost leveled up. But yeah, I'll probably upload this and just to show that, you know, not every run's a win. And even if you play, I'm not going to say correctly, because I mean, I don't really know the map. There's definitely ways I probably could have got out of that. But that just goes to show you that sometimes even the best players can, you know, even the best players fuck up on their start. And they don't make it out. So, you know, don't feel bad and just, you know what you do? You just hit that start button again and try it again.